We film the open house and we bring the open house to the buyers. I want it to be fun, I want it to be personalized, and I want to help you gain exponential exposure. We are actualtour.com, the online open house where we bring the open house to you. And that's what we want to do, is we want to make home buying, we want to make it fun, we want to make it exciting, and we want to make it possible for anyone, anywhere around the world to get that hands-on experience as if they're attending a physical open house. What you have here is an AGA 6-burner stove. So typically in a real estate transaction, the industry standard has been virtual tours, and a virtual tour is basically 25 high-resolution photos and then they place it to music. What we do is we do an actual tour. We guide home buyers as if they were actually there. So it's exactly like if they showed up to a home with their realtor and they're getting a personalized tour, and we bring that to you anywhere in the world with that modern yet rustic feel. And the entire home is heated with radiant flooring throughout. A couple of years ago, I got my real estate license and I really enjoyed real estate. I enjoyed meeting all the other different realtors. I had a great time showing houses to buyers and driving around. I started to feel like I wish there was a more efficient way to do it. What if we could take that travel time out? What if we could just remove that? So when you first get your real estate license, you do a couple things. Number one, you start hosting open houses, and you do so to generate leads, all right? That people that come in to look at a house, hopefully those people will sign up and give you their name and phone number, and then those will become potential buyers. You start hosting those open houses for the big dogs of the brokerage, for the seasoned realtors. And so my very first open house that I hosted, a seasoned realtor asked if I would host it for her. And yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is the new industry. This is what you do. So the very first house that I went to, I set everything up. Everything was looking great. Had a slightly catered, fruit plate and water and all that. And I was there for about 4 hours, and 4 people showed up. And I couldn't believe that I was sitting in an open house for that long. My wife and my children were at the pool. I would have rather been there if knowing that only 4 people showed up. So with my background as a child actor.
Hi, DJ. Hi, Kevin. Come on in. Bye. Bye.
Pepsi-Cola is pleased to announce that E.T. has come home on video cassette. And to make sure...
I realized that if I could film this open house, I took a selfie stick and I walked around the property and I talked to the camera as if I'm talking to you, and just basically gave a guided open house. I knew that if I could upload that online, I could achieve maybe 15 people, maybe 20 people. The idea being that we could reach more than 4 people. And so where we're at now as a company is I reach 5,000 to 6,000 people in the first week on Facebook alone. So proof of concept is there. They're fun, exciting, and you can attend an open house from anywhere in the world. Once I showed a home seller that I was going to be filming a personalized television show of their listing, boom, that differentiated me as a realtor, and that made me look like a rock star as opposed to other realtors that just came in and were going to do the average virtual tour. The realtors, they kind of hope that that home buyers come to them. But what we do is we film the open house and we bring the open house to the buyers. My very first home that I listed, it's exactly how I got the listing. Told them that I was going to film an actual tour. As I was finishing the edit, a realtor that was sitting right next to me, she poked her head over and said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And I said, "Oh, I just filmed an online open house." She's like, "Really? Let me see that." And she watched it and said, "Can I send this to an investor in San Francisco? Us being in Reno, Nevada." And I was like, yeah, send it to him, no problem. So he watched the tour from San Francisco from his office, and he asked the realtor, he said, "Hey, I like how everything's looking." It was an investment property, it wasn't a huge house. he said, hey, will you go and look it over, and if the house looks like it presented on this actual tour, let me know. And so she went over there, called him up, said, yeah, it presents exactly like the actual tour did. And so he made an offer on the home, sight unseen, it was cash, and it was above asking. And I was like, jackpot. I couldn't believe the results. And after the home closed, he actually wanted to come to Reno, Nevada, and he wanted to meet me and just let me know that that was the coolest way he had ever bought an investment property. So as we were continuing to have success with Actual Tour, I had repeat realtors that I would film for, that I would host their online open house for them. We did a home that was approximately $750,000. So that house should have been on the market minimum 6 months, probably more like a year. We filmed the open house, we had it ready for them in 48 hours, and they immediately sent that link off to a gentleman who lived 90 miles away. He watched the video, and literally he took the actual tour. Literally the next day he drove to the home, drove all 90 miles, and loved it. And he made an offer on the home. The next day they were in contract in 3 days. That's the kind of success that I want to see. That's the service that I want to provide to you. I want to walk people around the home. I want to show them the layout. I'm able to point out, features that need to be pointed out as if people were in an actual open house. This is the Miele dishwasher, and of course it's hidden and matches the cabinetry. Your actual tour comes with 25 high-resolution photos. It comes with professional drone footage, and it comes with your personal hosted open house, and we provide you with your complete actual tour within 48 hours. There are some realtors at the very beginning when I started, they said, hey, Scott, I like hosting my open houses. And my answer was yes, still host your open houses. What actualtour.com does for you is hosts the open house for you in the background, in the foreground, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We also provide a text-to feature, and we can provide a sign writer on top of your for sale sign so that anybody that walks by or anyone that just simply has that information can text it on their phone, and they can attend the open house from wherever they are, whether they're in their office, whether they're having coffee in a local coffee shop, or if they're sitting in their living room. They can attend your open house anywhere, anytime, and on any device. Actualtour.com, the online open house where we bring the open house to you.